priorities is what y'all got to start getting in order. Now, I get it. Bills are coming and slapping you in the face every other day. Every time you think you made an advance in life. You could have 3 pay periods this month. You could just got a promotion. It seems like it's never enough. The money is never enough. It seems like you need a part-time job and a sometime job and a full-time job at the same damn time without ugly asses. It's just hard out here to make it. But the things you need for everyday life, you got to make sure you got that sold up. You need a place to live. You need a car or vehicle to get to or from, whatever it is you do. And of course, you need food. You need clothes on your back. And then, of course, you have to be looking groomed. I'm not saying you got to be the best of the best, but you got to look decent and presentable going into these establishments. But what I'm starting to see is, and I'm not trying to act like I'm all better than nobody, because there's sometimes you got to pick up that phone and make a payment arrangement. There's sometimes you got to say, I ain't got it, cool. But what you can't do is act like you don't have a debt with this company or you don't have a contractual agreement with the company, because they're going to come pick your shiznit up, especially if you have not paid your car note. That is no way to live life, ducking and keeping your car hidden in a garage, hoping that the tow man don't get you. But I'm going to show you 2 videos of exactly what I'm talking about. And if y'all don't get y'all together, you're going to be working the job. And while you're working the job, they're going to come take your car and you ain't going to have a way to get to your job. So let's roll the first clip of a person. They appear to be food delivering, whether it was Uber, Lyft, I'm not sure, or whatever, DoorDash. But when that person went to drop that order off the client, the tow truck man pulled up and they didn't even know. Let's roll this bean footage and we're going to come back. Let go.
Person, that's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available with 22 kilograms of baggage included. But now with Jet2 Holidays, package holidays you can trust. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
What? I ain't even finna hold you on the second video. This person actually got the tow truck pulling up the vehicle and they were trying to drive forward while the tow truck was trying to drive the other way. Let's roll this bean footage. Let's go.
Aggravated.
Baby, look. So you rather damage the entire truck before you just... Let's start at the top because we got some explaining that needs to be done. But we just gonna go based off of what we see, because they say we listen and we don't judge. Shit, I'm judging ugly ass. I'm just going to have to hold you accountable. That's what year I'm in. Now, the first person that appears to be doing DoorDash or whatever food service carrier you are trying to make ends meet. So to me, I don't know what resolution you came up with your finance company, but because they have a tow truck, that means you're at the bare minimum of 45 days past due. Now, whoever owned that tow truck, they've been following you. But see, if you got a delinquency, 1/30, 1/45, 1/60, 1/90, whichever category you fit in, you got to be looking with your head on a swivel, because at any moment, somebody can come get you. They ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. They're going to find you because, A, they have 9 out of 10 times a tracker, sometimes on your car, they can see you. B, they pay these people to stalk you to get the collateral so they can get paid and they can get that money back and go flip it, resell it to somebody else, and then you're going to have a charge off, okay? And then C, baby, they know you're going to be acting cocky because you missed so many months of a payment. So at this point, my question is, when are you going to be the adult and say, look, I'm really having hard times? Now, some of y'all are dealing with those tote-the-note car dealerships, meaning you're probably paying a car note once a week. Sometimes they give you twice a week, but you're paying it multiple times a month. And we call that, second chance lenders. But if you got that prime lender, like, you're going through a company like a Honda or a Altima, Nissan, then they're giving you in-house financing, so they may be a little more nicer than that tote the note place, because the second chance lots, they already know ain't nobody gonna give you no car. So when they gave you the car you got, you probably got a 02 all the way to probably like a 2012, because the cars they get are cars that people either got from auction, no longer want. So you're not even getting top grade, so your car already got problems. So 90 times you've already made it do what it do with what you have. But what you have to do is make sure that the arrangement, the contractual agreement that you signed on, you meet the standards of it. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have grief, you're not going to have death in your family. I'm not saying that you're not going to lose your job, but you got to communicate. Understanding is what I mean. You got to have an understanding. Y'all got to understand, look, I don't have the full amount. Can I do a deferment? I don't have the full amount. Can I make a partial? Y'all ain't even making a partial, but you at the club hitting them with one of these. You hit them with one of these. Now, again, the DoorDash driver, I'm just going to give you the benefit of the doubt that possibly, allegedly, you probably were trying to get the money for your car note. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you were trying because you're actively doing a job. Now, hopefully, whoever's car it is, it was not a friend's car you was in and you were borrowing the car, because then that's really embarrassing. But for that truck that had their rear end up in the air and the truck was pulling one way and the tow truck guy was pulling the other way, baby, you're the type that make me say, what are you doing? Do you know we could see you? Because you're tearing up the same truck that you're trying to hide and keep, that you're not making payments on. So now that you have pushed the acceleration forward, your car is getting torn up. The under axles are getting torn up because you're being pulled at an upper angle and they pulling this way, you pulling that way. So you're just messing up anything underneath your truck. If you didn't have enough money to make your car note or your truck payment, you must know somebody working a body shop. Who gonna fix the damages you're creating by trying to drive off when your Hemi or your truck is already lifted up? It's tooted up. Toot that. Baby, look, I can't tell y'all how to manage your bills, but a lot of y'all priorities is messed up. That's why you in the bind you in. I'm in the bind, Nate. You better hit that, set it off and go do some strange things for some change, because life is not gonna stop. Your bills are really, truly due. It's like an anniversary. Every month that sucker come around. And you do have to organize them by priority. And some things that y'all do over here, you gotta wait till this over here is completed. Because this over here is every month. This over here is, all right, I don't have to do it that big, but I'm gonna do it. Like, you got to manage your time. You got to manage your money. And you got to communicate. You got to use your mouth to tell these people. They can't think for you. They can't know what you're going through. And it is embarrassing sometimes. It is very prideful. It's having to call the same lender you told you could make 70 months of payments to, that now 17 days and you can barely make the payment of. I get it. But baby, an understanding is what they need. They're a little more, inclined to work with you if they got a history with you of what is going on. You could probably pay 20 here, 30 there, 40 there, but having $0 hit your thing, your account, is not going to get you blessed. And again, anytime they kick out a tow truck, it's not 30 days past due. It's 45, 60 to 90 days, 120 sometimes and beyond. So we're not even talking about people that probably even call no more. They probably done sent you a pink slip or orange slip. You got construction paper of slips at home telling you this bill due. And you know it's due because you signed the damn contract. Again, you got to humble you. They need their investment back because you are not being mindful of how to pay it off. I'm so happy I ain't got a car note. I threw myself a title party. When I made my last payment on my car, I was like this. Because that's a bill that at any moment, if they take it back from you, you starting over, and then you got to prove to another lender that you're not going to let the car that you trying to get now go into default like the car you had. But y'all got to be more honest with yourself and be accountable and say, look, hey, look, I ain't got it, dog. Can I work out an arrangement? And if they tell you hell no, then you just got to do what you got to do. But if they say yes, what can you do? That's when you grow up and you handle business from right there. You don't owe us these videos of embarrassment. You owe yourself that level of integrity and morale, because they could have just not given you the financing. You didn't have it when you walked in. Now you show them that you don't have it and you act like you want to ride off into Horizon, but that's y'all business, baby, because y'all ugly ass is going to do what you want to do. But you just really got to have a conversation for real. Some people are a little more customer service friendly if they know. But let your pride go out the door, okay? But baby, look, I love a good old tow truck video because it shows you that those people can lose their life every single day, but they come to get their collateral because they get a good return on the investment for cars they picked up that you have still in good condition, and they still have an outstanding amount due on that loan, baby. Them people getting paid for you. So if you're not going to do right, baby, then you need to stay in the house. Because when they see that car with that VIN number in them plates, they come to get you. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. But as normal, I am just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you can, with your girl, get out with your girl. Make sure you check out my website. Yes! www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the finger. You got options to drop donations, but never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see them likes and shares and comments, and it makes my day, y'all. I know y'all think I just say that for fun, but I truly do try to go back and read the comments and try to respond to you guys, because you're taking time out of your day to come hang with me. So that's the least that I can do. But I wish you guys all the, best abundance of good health and wealth, because it's hard out here. Okay? So don't think that my thank you is gone to, like, deaf ears. I hope you hear me when I say it. But let's hop in the comments. Again, it's tight for a lot of us. It's tight for me. You know what I'm saying? But I can't have people feeling sorry for me, because this is the growing pains of being a grown up. And this is why I try to instill in my son, baby, don't just go through life just saying, oh my God, I want to have fun. You need to get it together at 702, because once you get here at this age, you might have somebody that can bail you out, but you can't have people bailing you out because it's not their responsibility. But you have to have those necessities taken care of. Car, transportation, housing, living arrangements, clothes, grooming, food. How you gonna wake up and see another day? And then you have to have communication, because if any of those fall short, then with that communication, people are more likely to work with you because you're being transparent. You could tell everybody else, let me send me a picture of this, send me a picture of that, let's go hang out. But when it's time to talk about bills, you be sending them in circles. But tighten up. Because everybody out there ain't a monster. There are some people that are human just like you that just need an explanation. Have that before you have to be on a video like this. Okay? But until next time, next story, and I'm out this piece.